Okay, good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for being on time. I hope you're doing great. I hope you had a great weekend too, in same fashion. So good evening, Andres Correa, Andres Corredor, Carlos, Cindy, Jeanette, Jean-Claude, Gerson, Johan, Julian, Juliet, Kainer, Lisette, Marily, Marianne, Natalia, Sylvia, and Joseph. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so in today's lesson, we're going to start with a short listening activity. It's Christmas. We already worked on a similar activity last week. Last week we worked on a Sia's song. It was Snowman. And in today's lesson, we're going to continue with another one. This one is by Michael Bublé. So what's the idea of the activity? Complete the lyrics with the words from the box. Cup, walk down, meet, time, mistletoe, hang, and here. And as you can see, this is a short lyrics, quite easy actually. So I will play the recording, the song, 3 times, and then after 3 times, we will check the answers together. This is the link to the activity. Please open it. And once again, the idea is to complete the missing words, the missing spaces, the blank spaces with these words here. Okay, great. I hope you like it.
Have a holly jolly Christmas, it's the best time of the year. Now I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. The mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Okay, second time.
Have a holly jolly Christmas, it's the best time of the year. Now I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Oh, the mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Mistletoe is hung where you can see. somebody waits for you. Kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Okay, third time, and then we will check the answers together.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. Now I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Oh, the mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you. Kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you. Kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Okay, let's check the answers together. Look, the Christmas spirit has just possessed me. I'm Santa's little elf. Great, all right. Let's check the answers together. So what's the idea? As I read, I'd like you to please tell me the ones you consider are the correct answers. So we have cap, meet, mistletoe, here, walk down, time, and hang. Let's start. So have a holly jolly Christmas is the best
time.
Best time of the year. That's correct. Now, I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a
cup of cheer.
A cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And when you
Walk
walk down the street, walk down. Give me a second, please. When you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Ho, the
Mistletoe.
The mistletoe. Look, this is the mistletoe. These green leaves here. It's so typical of Christmas, and it's a very Christmas thing to kiss under the mistletoe. Normally, couples kiss under the mistletoe. That's why this astrophy goes like this. Ho, ho, the mistletoe is hung where you can see somebody waits for you. Kiss her once for me. Okay, so it's a very Christmas thing for people to kiss under the mistletoe. It's actually, you can see that in virtually every single Christmas related movie. And I think it's one of the symbols, is one of the quintessential symbols of the Christmas, sorry. That's mistletoe. In Spanish, it would be like muérdago. Okay, right. So have a holly jolly Christmas. And in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Ho ho, the mistletoe is and where you can see somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me, have a holly jolly Christmas. And in case you didn't hear, Oh, by golly, have a holy jolly Christmas this year. Great. Okay, there you go. As you can see, you got them all correct. Now, if you wanted, for example, to listen to some Christmas-related music, you can try with Michael Bublé list. He's got a full repertoire of music, Christmas-related music. Yeah, I think this is one actually really cool. So yeah, because you want to do something different during these festivities. Okay, and you can also, there is a very old-fashioned one. Okay, of course, jingle bells, Christmas carols son villancicos. Okay, so jingle bells is a very common one. There is one in particular that I like. It's not like a Christmas carol. Instead, it's a Christmas song. It's rocking around the Christmas tree. This is very old. What happened? Oh my God, it's raining. No. So it's very old, but it's cool. In case you also want to play some Christmas-related music in English. ¿Usted qué está poniendo? El profesor me recomendó esta lista, esta playlist de villancicos en inglés. Vaya, ponga los 50 Joselitos más bien cual que inglés. Me los imagino. Great. Okay, cool. Let's continue, okay? Now, again, earlier today, we asked you about a survey. So for those people who maybe have not completed the survey, please, it's very important that you do it. Thank you very much in advance. En el primer bloque de clase les compartieron este enlace para completar esta encuesta de satisfacción. Por favor, quienes de pronto no hayan completado la encuesta, aún les agradecemos encarecidamente que la puedan completar de la manera más objetiva y sincera posible. ¿Listo? Solamente quienes no la han completado. Quienes ya la completaron, thank you very much. Don't worry, it is necessary for you. You need to complete it for a second time. Great. So we're about to finish. Today's class number 9. Tomorrow will be class number 10. And as you already know, your exams are scheduled for tomorrow. So on Friday, we were working on some special exercises. We didn't get the chance to fully work on them, but we have time today to practice on those exercises, plus some other related activities. Before that, here is a quick reminder. So you are to send your first project advanced tasks as of today, okay? So very quickly, I'm going to say this in Spanish. Mañana es el examen final. Mañana ya terminamos clases del primer corte. El viernes hicimos una práctica sobre un ejercicio especial. No alcanzamos a practicar más. Hoy lo vamos a hacer en clase, no se preocupen. Sin embargo, antes de continuar con esta práctica, es importante recordar unas fechas importantes, sobre todo pues, ahorita en este cierre de ciclo. Recuerden que el avance del proyecto lo deben presentar esta noche, lo deben enviar al correo electrónico. Es al de la profesora Laura, ¿vale? Ahí en el formato que ella les compartió, indicó que debe ser al correo electrónico de ella. Entonces, por favor, 11:59 de la noche a más tardar, le envían al correo electrónico el primer avance de proyecto, que es un documento en formato Word que estuvimos revisando también muy individualmente el día viernes. ¿Listo? Entonces, porfa, para que lo tengan presente, es un documento en Word, una vez más, 11:59 de la noche. Recordemos los cambios al sistema de evaluación. Entonces, mañana es el examen que solamente tiene un porcentaje de 30. Y digo solamente tiene un porcentaje de 30 porque tenemos otro 70% también que está distribuido en quizzes virtual, avance 1 proyecto. Sí, aquí está el otro 70%. Y el examen, cada habilidad tiene un 7.5 que en total son 30%. Johan.
Teacher,
Yep.
yo tengo una duda. Digamos, en este caso estamos hablando de este sería el módulo A2.1, ¿cierto? ¿Se va a evaluar todo el A2 o por aparte?
A2.1.
O sea, se va a hablar todo el A2.1.
Sí, señor. Unidades 1, 2 y 3.
Pero mi pregunta es, digamos, al momento de tener la calificación total, ¿se va a tener, o sea, es necesario aprobar A2.1 para poder entrar al A2? Al
Sí.
A2.
Ajá.
Ah, ok.
Es necesario probar todos los niveles para poder dar continuidad al proceso. Recordemos que
Ok.
se prueba con nota mínima de 3.6 y estos son los nuevos porcentajes del sistema de evaluación. ¿Listo? Trabajo en clase, 40%. O sea, digo quizzes, ustedes ya saben qué es quizzes, ¿no? Trabajo en clases, tareas, participación, uso del idioma inglés, diálogos, quizzes, actividades que hayan tenido que enviar a la profe también, ¿sí? Virtual es Moodle, que está disponible desde la primera semana de clases para que ustedes realizaran las actividades. Moodle va a estar disponible hasta mañana a las 10 de la noche cuando terminemos clases. Idealmente deben haber completado los 3 primeros módulos que corresponden al nivel A2.1. Sin embargo, como es un trabajo súper intensivo, optamos por solamente tomar por ahora como nota para registrar en el sistema el primer módulo. ¿Listo? No quiere decir que no deban completar los otros módulos. Deben completar los otros módulos, pero por ahora se va a registrar para efectos del sistema de evaluación y de calificaciones la nota promedio de todas las actividades del primer módulo. Pero por favor hay que realizar módulos 2 y módulos 3, que son los que corresponden a este nivel, hasta mañana a las 10 de la noche. Primer avance del proyecto hasta las 11:59 de hoy y mañana tenemos el examen, escucha, lectura, escritura y habla. En el primer bloque de clases, es decir, de 6 a 8 de la noche, van a tener listening, reading, writing, y después de 8 a 10 en el segundo bloque van a tener speaking. Speaking se realiza individualmente, que es spoken production. That's the individual part. Y la parte grupal, que es spoken interaction. Entonces, puede que estén trabajando en parejas, puede que estén trabajando en grupos de 3. ¿Listo? Parejas o grupos de 3. Grupos de 4 no. Spoken interaction, that's the grupal. Okay? So that's the agenda for tomorrow. So let's go back to the exercises that we were working on. Okay, listening, reading, writing, and speaking. It's the first skills we're going to assess tomorrow. The written part of the test is comprised of listening, reading, and writing. So we were discussing on Friday this example of housing prices. Okay, this is a little bit similar to the one I presented you on Friday, yet it's pretty much the same instruction. Okay, housing price, open, close. You're going to be provided with a short text, a conversation, a dialogue, etc., about a particular topic. You will find some blanks, which you have to complete with one word only. Okay, this is one of these special exercises about reading and writing. Of course, you have other reading and writing activities, which we're going to be discussing tonight. Okay. The example I provided you with was housing prices. I changed it a little bit. Once again, I'm going to show you the example. So in post-pandemic times, there has been a noticeable increase in house prices as a direct or indirect negative consequence of the COVID-19 pandemic. Hence, prices have rocketed. Thus, it is more expensive to buy a house now than it was in pre-pandemic times. Even though there has been a housing bubble for some years in the market, it was cheaper to buy a house before 2020, evidently. Now, so what's the idea? You have to complete a text, a short text, part of a conversation, a dialogue with only one word based on the context. And again, this is going to be related to the topics that we have covered in units 1, 2, and 3 only. Okay, so you needn't worry about housing prices, you needn't worry about microeconomics, macroeconomics, raw products, exportation, importation processes. You needn't worry about any of that. This is simply for you to understand the mechanics of the exercise itself. I remember we worked on a short practice. It was about moving house. And in today's lesson, we're going to continue with another one, which is New York. Okay, so in the same spirit, here is the link for you to complete this task. Then we will continue with sentence transformation, which is the other special type of exercise. Then we will be taking a look at some other reading activities. We'll also give you some ideas about how to write a paragraph, because tomorrow in the writing part of the test, in the written part of the test, one of the tasks that you have to complete is to write a paragraph about something. So we're going to take a look at how to write a paragraph, the topic sentences, supporting ideas, closing sentences, titles if you're asked to include a title, and also linking words, linking and transitioning words and phrases, which are the ones that we use pretty much to connect ideas in a paragraph. For now, please click on the link that is in the chat to have access to this activity. And it goes like this. Read the following text about New York. Think of one word that fits best in each blank. So one of the tips that we learned from the video on Friday is to go through the whole text first without the answers, because it will give you a general understanding and a general idea of the whole text, right? And then complete, read again for a second time or for a third time if necessary. Consider time. Time management is something important when it comes to submitting exams. Okay, so I will read the text out loud for you without the answers. Then you will have some minutes to complete the tests. And I think I can set groups. Okay, it will be interesting if you work in groups. You'll have some time to work in groups and to try to complete this exercise, and then we will check together. So it goes like this. New York City is of the largest cities in world. It is also one of the most densely populated with an estimated 8 million inhabitants. Manhattan is the popular part of New York with tourists and has many interesting sites. There is also a large number businesses in this area of the city, including the head offices of some of the world's leading companies. New York's subway system provides transport for more a third of the city's workforce. New York is also regarded the center of entertainment. Broadway is the scene of many box office hits. Carnegie Hall is one of the most famous concert halls in the world, and the city is also home of several opera and ballet companies. With choice of food, entertainment, and social life than other city, it is wonder that people flock to New York to experience life in the Big Apple. So I will make some groups. If you want to work individually, you can work individually. If you want to work in groups, you can work in groups. You will have 10 minutes to complete this activity, and then we will check the answers together. So I'm gonna make the groups in this moment. You're very welcome to join the group if you like. If not, you can work individually, and then we will be checking. Okay, grupos pequeños. Okay, 6 groups in total of 3 people. If you want to join your group, please join your group. If not, work individually. It's okay. Don't worry. You have the link, 10 minutes, and then we will check it. You can now share your screen. Ya pueden compartir pantalla. Good. So we will check in about 10 minutes. right, let's check. So again, I'll read, and as I'll read, I'd like you to please tell me the ones you consider are the correct answers. Number one, New York City is
One.
one of the largest cities in
The world?
The
The world?
the world. It is also one of the most densely populated, with an estimated 8 million inhabitants. Manhattan is the
Most?
most
most popular part of New York with tourists and has many interesting sites. There is also a large number
Building?
of
of businesses in this area of the city, including the head offices of some of the world's leading companies. New York's subway system provides transport for more
than
Then
a third of the city's workforce. That is correct. New York is also regarded
as
the center of entertainment. Broadway is the scene of many box office hits. Carnegie Hall is one of the most famous concert halls in the world, and the city is also home of several opera and ballet companies, with
more
more choice of food, entertainment, and social life than
any
any other city. It is. It is.
Was?
Nope.
no
It is no wonder that people flock to New York to experience life in the Big Apple. That is correct. As you can see, all of the answers are correct. So congratulations and good job, everybody. Thank you very much. Now let's move into the second type of a special exercise. This one deals with sentence transformation. In sentence transformation, the ability to paraphrase is fundamental, okay? What is to paraphrase is basically to restate or to rewrite something someone has said or written before. So in sentence transformation or in keyword transformation, you will be asked to paraphrase and to rewrite sentences so that they keep a similar meaning as the original one. And it is fundamental that you read and follow instructions carefully. Now, normally the instruction will look like this. Complete the second sentence so that it has a similar meaning as the first one. Write no more than 5 words, including the word given. Now, this is the original statement in this example. My dad is taller than me. Here we have a comparative sentence, which is something we studied in this cycle, comparatives and superlatives. All right. Now, you are going to be provided with part of the answer. I am not my dad. In this case, I'm showing you the answer, right? But if I were not, it would look like this. Okay, I'm not my dad. And you are to complete with what? The word that is given in parentheses or in brackets, you will find it here or at the beginning. In this case, the given word is as. Part of the information, I'm not my dad. And so you have to rewrite this. You have to complete the second sentence so that it has a similar meaning to the first one. Write no more than 5 words, including the word given. Now, I said before, it is fundamental that you read and follow instructions carefully. Why? Because if the instruction tells you to write 2 or 3 words and you write 5 words, it will not be correct. If the instruction asks you to write minimum 3 words, maximum 5 words, and you include 2 words only, that is not correct. If you do not include the word given, that is not correct. If it doesn't have a similar meaning to the first one, that is not correct either. Okay, so again, it is fundamental that you read and follow instructions carefully. In this case, like I showed you before, the answer is as tall as my dad. Okay, now I am not as tall as my dad is the same as my dad is taller than me. And this is correct because I am using the word given, which is as. It is here. Look, I am using 3 words and the instruction says use no more than 5 words. So that's correct. And they have a similar meaning. This is what you have to do in sentence transformation or keyword transformation. You will be asked to paraphrase and to rewrite sentences. So paraphrasing is very subjective. In order to paraphrase, you have to be a good reader a good writer. Lexicon is fundamental. But once again, remember, this is going to be related to units 1, 2, and 3, which you cover, which we have been working on during this first cycle. Now, let's watch a video about sentence transformation, keyword transformation, and then we will continue with some practice based on this type of activity. This is the link to the video as usual in case you want to watch it from your own devices. However, I will be playing it from my screen.
Hello and welcome to the latest in our series of videos looking at the updated Cambridge English First or FCE exam, which launches in 2015. My name's Peter Travis from Flojo, and in this video we're looking at part 4 of the Reading and Use of English paper, Keyword Transformation. Here's an example keyword transformation task from the FCE handbook, which you can download from the Cambridge English website. The task contains 6 questions. Each question consists of a lead-in sentence and a second gapped sentence. The gapped sentence must be completed using between 2 and 5 words. The word in capitals must be used and the form of the word cannot change. The example here contains the keyword driven. And as we can see, the answer contains this word in the same form and with the maximum of 5 words used. Part 4 tests your ability to paraphrase through your knowledge of grammar and vocabulary. A wide range of language could be tested here, however some patterns appear quite often. Let's look at a few of them. Knowledge of structures like so and such, EREST and to and enough are often tested in this task. Here's an example. You'll sometimes be required to turn an active sentence into the passive in the keyword transformation task. Here's an example. You'll sometimes have to turn direct into indirect speech or the other way round. For example, your ability to use conditional forms will often be tested in this task, such as in this example. Finally, let's look at some tips for the exam. Be sure to follow the instructions. Use the keyword given, don't change the form of this word, and use between 2 and 5 words, no more. Remember that contractions count as 2 words. We've noted several patterns that tend to appear, such as passives or reported speech. Pay attention to any new ones you come across during your preparation. This will help you to identify what's required in each question in the exam. Try to learn these new patterns by personalising the 2 sentences. Rewrite each one using the same structure so they describe something about you, your experience or feelings. Personalising in this way will help you remember the structures. That's the end of this video. If you'd like further practice in the new FCE exam, visit the Flojo website at www.flo-jo.co.uk.
Okay, so basically that's how sentence transformation, keyword transformation works. Again, the ability to paraphrase is fundamental to be successful in this type of exercises. Now let's practice. Here is the activity I'd like us to work on. Please click on the link that I just shared with you in chat. And I'll help you with the first one, okay? For questions 1 to 6, complete the second sentence so that it has a similar meaning to the first sentence using the word given. Please do not change the word given. You must use between 2 and 5 words, including the word given. So let's take a look at the first one. It wasn't marked that you met in the shop. So we're provided with the word have, and part of the information in the second sentence is it marked that you met in the shop. The answer in this case is it can have been marked that you met in the shop. So this is a negative logical assumption. It can have been marked that you met in the shop is similar in meaning to it wasn't marked that you met in the shop. Okay. Now the idea is for you to do the same with items 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now they are easy. You just have to pay attention to the sentences, analyze them. I suggest that you maybe identify the tense, if it's past simple, if it's present simple, if it's present continuous, if it's past continuous, the verb, whether it is regular, irregular, and part of the information, of course. Again, I will arrange small groups. I will give you 10 minutes. Once again, if you want to work individually, you can do so. If you want to work in groups, you can do so as well. Okay, 10 minutes, and then we will be checking the answers all together. Let's create the groups again. I don't know if there are any changes, but please join your group if you decide to work in groups. If not, 10 minutes, and then we will check. Okay, so let's check. Number 2, she was just going to have her breakfast when the phone rang. We're talking about she, the verb, have her breakfast, okay? When the phone rang. And this is, well, like past continuous will be about you. And the given word is about. So she was just breakfast when the phone rang. How do you do it? Or what do you suggest? She was just
About to have her.
That is correct. Thank you very much. Excellent. She was just about to have her breakfast when the phone rang. So this is an idiomatic expression, about to have her breakfast. This one is similar in meaning to she was just going to have her breakfast when the phone rang. Actually, they are quite similar, you know. About, which is a given word, use no more than 5 words. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and they are similar in meaning once again. So that's correct. Well done. Thank you. 3. Steve didn't manage to complete his work. This one is past simple, negative, didn't manage. This one is regular, represented with the verb failed. Steve, his work. What do you suggest in this case?
Failed to complete.
That is correct. Perfect, thank you. So Steve failed to complete his work. Again, is similar in meaning to Steve didn't manage to complete his work. We're using the word given, which is failed, in 1, 2, 3 words. So we're complying with the instructions. That is correct. Well done. Thank you very much. Number 4, how long has she been studying English? How long has she been studying English? So this is...
When did she begin studying English?
That is correct. When did she begin studying English? This is a question that uses, look, the explanation was there. I just close it. This is present perfect continuous. We are interested in the duration of, not the duration, sorry, but when the action started. Okay, when the action started. How long has she been studying English is the same. It asks about the moment the action started is the same or similar in meaning as when did she begin studying English. So we are using the word given in parentheses. Well, it's not in parentheses, the word given in this case. And 1, 2, 3, we're complying with instructions once again. Perfect. Well done. Thank you. Number 5. George wrote his last novel 5 years ago. This is past simple affirmative, and we're provided with the verb was. How do you do it?
It was 5 years ago that.
Okay, it was 5 years ago. But because we're talking about time, which WH word do we use for time? Which WH word do we use for time?
When?
That is correct. So it was 5 years ago when George wrote his last novel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a limit. And as you can see, that is correct. It was 5 years ago when George wrote his last novel. It's similar in meaning to George wrote his last novel 5 years ago. We're using the given word, which is was, so we're complying with instructions. Last one, nobody took any notice of it past behavior. This is affirmative and past simple. Nobody took past simple any notice of her past behavior. And the word given is attention. Nobody, his bad behavior is part of the information. How do you do it?
Pay attention to his bad.
Nobody pay attention to his bad behavior. Now, to take notice of something, take notice of something is similar in meaning to pay attention to. 1, 2, 3, we include the word attention, and so this is correct. If you want further information so as to why these are the correct answers and not the others, you could always click on the tabs that are at the bottom to find further information. Good, well done everybody. That's the idea. Now, I have been informed about another survey, so I'm going to switch to Spanish for a second. Nos informan que hay una encuesta más. Esta es de tipo administrativo. Entonces la voy a compartir con ustedes, por favor, para que la puedan diligenciar en un momento. Ok. Yes.
Excuse me, esta encuesta la llenamos ahorita con la profe. ¿O es otra?
No, esta es otra encuesta administrativa. Esta es administrativa. ¿Listo? Encuesta administrativa. Programa de formación en bilingüismo. La de ahorita fue programa de formación en bilingüismo solamente académico. Esta es administrativa. ¿Ok? Entonces, nuevamente, Correo electrónico, el que ustedes registraron para el programa de bilingüismo, nombre completo, apellido, nombre completo, o sea, si tienen primer nombre y segundo nombre, ambos, si no solamente primer nombre, apellidos, documento de identidad, creo que en todos los casos es cédula de ciudadanía, número de documento de identidad, sin puntos, ni comas, ni espacios, un número tras otro, y aquí, bueno, en eso no les pide el código de estudiante. Dice, para nosotros es muy importante conocer su grado de satisfacción en su experiencia con el aspecto administrativo del programa de formación en bilingüismo hasta el momento. Por favor, seleccione el número de 1 a 5 para cada uno de los aspectos presentados a continuación, teniendo en cuenta que 1 es nada satisfecho, 2 poco satisfecho, 3 neutral, 4 muy satisfecho, 5 totalmente satisfecho. Por favor, lean los enunciados muy cuidadosamente. Y agradezco que, bueno, son solamente dos preguntitas, está corta, que sean muy objetivos y transparentes con su respuesta. ¿Listo, Julián? Creo que tenía una pregunta.
Yo tengo PPT, no tengo cédula. No,
Oh, ok,
¿en dónde está
listo.
otros?
En otros, sí, señor, es correcto, en otros.
Vale.
Ok,
Gracias.
entonces 5 minuticos, por favor, para que nos colaboren con el diligenciamiento de esta encuesta y ya continuamos con la clase. Ok, thank you very much. Muchas gracias a quienes completaron ambas encuestas. Quienes de pronto no lo han podido hacer aún, les agradecemos. Tan pronto pueden hacer. Okay, great. So let's continue with the class, shall we? Now, I wanted to show you something about, for example, listening. Okay. So give me a second. I'll find some special material about spatial practice. Okay, here. Just want to show you about listening. Okay. Now, our institutional exams are similar in structure to those that are international. If you have been working on Moodle exercises, that's a good preparation for your exams too. Something particular about listening, as you can see, is that we have different types of exercises. Part 1 is matching pictures, part 2 is conversations, part 3 is notes, part 4 multiple choice, and so on. But regardless of the type of exercise, what I want to focus on is on the fact that we have lots of these structures, okay? And now, it is called listening comprehension for a reason, okay? We have 2 verbs in English, and so we have 2 verbs in Spanish. We have the verb hear, and we have the verb listen too. In the same fashion, in Spanish, we have the verbs oír and escuchar, right? So here, again, let's see the definitions of each of them. Here is like to detect some noise, yeah, but not paying attention. To receive or become conscious of a sound using your ears. Normally, when some animals, especially mammals, hear something, they move their ears, like, well, you can see, but I can move, look, you see? So when animals hear something, they normally, you know, the ears are like upwards and they're pointed upwards. Yeah, so that's ear. We detect the sound, but we don't pay attention to it. Now, listen is something completely different. To give attention to someone or something in order to hear him, her, or it, okay? Usuario de Zoom, porfa, te agradezco que te renombres, gracias. So, it is called listening comprehension for a reason, okay? So, you need to be concentrated on what you're listening to, and also at the same time you gotta read. Now, humans are not multitasking by nature, but we have somehow to develop this multitasking you know, ability that not everybody has. Why? Because when it comes to listening comprehension, we have to read and listen at the same time. It's like one eye and one ear concentrated on the booklet of the exam, and one eye and one ear just paying attention to the recording and to the questions and so on. Normally, you will be presented, for example, if it's a multiple choice exercise, you will be presented with pictures or you will be presented with words, and you have to match them. But you will normally listen to everything. Yeah. So it is not a good idea for you to choose the first thing you listen or the first answer that is provided as the correct answer, because normally, once again, everything is mentioned, right? Here, the first example is about the weather conditions, or what will the weather be like at the weekend. Now, we know that this is sunny. We know that this is cloudy, B, and C is rainy, yeah, or maybe no, it's rainy. I don't see any linings or anything, so we cannot say that it is stormy, so I guess it is rainy. Yeah, we know sunny, cloudy, and rainy. All of them probably all of these options are going to be mentioned in the recording. Yeah. So those are the structures. You have to listen to understand what the correct answer is. Once again, this is called listening comprehension for a reason. So here in part 1, you will listen to 7 short recordings, and for each recording, you have to choose the best of 3 pictures. You can listen to the audio twice. Something important about your exams tomorrow is that each recording, I mean, you will be able to listen to each recording only twice, okay? No more than 2 times, just twice. So I suggest that during something that I do when I submit international exams is to listen, first of all, of course, very quickly, scan, skim, and read, okay? Scan, skim, and read. Those are reading techniques, and also when it comes to listening, you can very quickly scan the test, skim the test, or read the text, okay? Because time management is also important when it comes to exams. So what I do is to very quickly read. If I have the time to read, I read. If I don't have the time to read, then I scan or skim the questions, right? The first time I close my eyes, it works for me. So I close my eyes, I try to concentrate as much as possible, and I listen to the whole recording first. If necessary, I make some notes on a separate sheet. Then during the second time, I try to answer the questions because there are only 2, I mean, the recordings will be played only twice, okay? So here is an example. The question is, what will the weather be like at the weekend? Let's listen to it, and then you tell me what the correct answer is.
So tomorrow and Friday, we can expect more of this lovely hot weather with bright sunshine and temperatures up to 24 degrees. So don't forget to wear sun cream. Saturday and Sunday will be cooler and cloudier, but it will stay dry without any rain. So you won't need your umbrellas, and there might be a few sunny periods.
There you go. Did you get the answer? ¿Sí? ¿Respondieron?
I think so.
You think so? Okay, I'll play the recording again.
Okay.
Profe, pero es que habla muy rápido. Ya. Yeah. Profe, pero es que no se le entiende. Es por británico, es australiano. Este es como australiano. There are lots of accents in English. Actually, there are more non-native speakers of English than there are native speakers of English. Hay más hablantes no nativos del inglés que hablantes nativos del inglés. O sea, se podrán imaginar la cantidad de acentos que hay. Don't worry in Italian, you'll get it. And your exam is going to be easier. Let's try again.
So tomorrow and Friday, we can expect more of this lovely hot weather with bright sunshine and temperatures up to 24 degrees. So don't forget to wear sun cream. Saturday and Sunday will be cooler and cloudier, but it will stay dry without any rain. So you won't need your umbrellas, and there might be a few sunny periods.
Okay, so don't worry. I can play the game. The correct answer in this case is B. Why? Why is B the correct answer? Well, again, all of the options were mentioned. I don't know if you notice. The speaker started by mentioning that tomorrow and on Friday will be sunny. Then on Saturday, it will be cloudy. And maybe there is going to be some rain or something like that. So all of the answers were mentioned. You see? So you have to not just only hear, but also listen carefully. Listening comprehension. ¿Listo? Todas las opciones de respuesta en estos 18 segundos las mencionaron. ¿Sí? Primero dice que el viernes, que mañana y el viernes va a estar como soleado, que el fin de semana va a estar nublado, que de pronto va a llover, pero que sí, pero que no, pero que como que el lunes, que principalmente, pero que entonces la respuesta correcta es la B, ¿sí? Porque está hablando del fin de semana. La pregunta fundamental, ¿qué es lo que me están preguntando para saber qué responder? ¿Cierto? La pregunta es sobre cómo va a estar el clima at the weekend. Ahí no me dicen tal cual the weekend, me dicen weekend or weekend, me dicen Saturday and Sunday. Nosotros sabemos que Saturday y Sunday corresponden al fin de semana, ¿sí? Quienes de pronto escogieron la respuesta A, no se preocupen. Bueno, no es la respuesta correcta porque nos preguntan sobre el fin de semana. ¿sí? Esto es solo un ejercicio de práctica. La pregunta es sobre el fin de semana, no es sobre mañana ni sobre el viernes. Sí, es cierto, va a estar soleado mañana y el viernes, pero la pregunta no es sobre mañana y el viernes, es sobre el fin de semana. Y lo otro que nos mencionan aquí también es un distractor. Nuevamente.
So tomorrow and Friday, we can expect more of this lovely hot weather with bright sunshine and temperatures up to 24.
Tomorrow and on Friday, we can expect more of this lovely bright shine with temperatures rising up to 24, I don't know how many Celsius degrees, right? Good.
Degrees. So don't forget to wear sun cream.
Don't forget to wear sun cream. Also, we're giving a piece of advice, but that's extra information. We don't need it. Es un distractor. No nos interesa eso, right? Porque la pregunta es sobre the weekend. Entonces, cuando ustedes escuchen tomorrow and Friday, eso no sirve, ¿sí? ¿Por qué? Porque la pregunta es sobre at the weekend. Eso es un distractor. Then,
Saturday and Sunday will be cooler, and don't forget to wear sun cream. Saturday and Sunday will be cooler and cloudier, but
Saturday and Sunday will be cooler and cloudier. Ok, entonces aquí ya tenemos como una posible opción de respuesta B. La A descartada, ¿por qué? Porque es mañana y el viernes, eso no es fin de semana, no nos sirve. Sí, aquí de pronto nos serviría la B, pero no escojan de una vez la opción de respuesta. Sí, escuchen hasta el final.
it will stay dry without any, so don't forget to wear sun cream. Saturday and Sunday will be cooler and cloudier, but it will stay dry without any rain.
Dice, but it will stay dry without any rain. Ok, va a estar más opaco, más frío el clima, ¿cierto? Pero no va a llover. Aunque mencionan la lluvia, si notan que mencionan la lluvia, ahí dice rain, es otro distractor. La mencionan para decirnos que pues, no va a llover, ¿sí?
You won't need your umbrellas, and there might be a few sunny periods.
Ok, no van a necesitar ni sombrillas para la lluvia y puede que en medio de el hecho de que esté nublado, puede que salga el sol un poco, right? So the answer in this case is B. This is how listening comprehension works. Again, it's called listening comprehension for a reason. Now let's try with a different exercise. Julian?
He say any rain, yes?
Any rain,
Significa no va a llover. Como
Nada
que,
de
pero no
lluvia.
va a llover. Nada de
Nada
lluvia.
de lluvia,
O sea que la palabra any... Entonces no sabía no sabía si decir algo así como que, pero alguna lluvia o algo así.
No, in this case, because he says negative, there won't be any rain. There won't be any rain. Any es alguna, como pregunta, but in this case it's negative, alguna o algo, alguno, yeah, in questions, but it's negative, so there won't be any rain, no lloverá, no habrá nada de lluvia, okay? No va a llover, something like that. Great. Now, another exercise that can be part of the listening part is this. Conversation. So in part 2 of the preliminary English, this is just an international exam. But again, it's the exercises are similar. You listen to short recordings of attitudes and opinions. Of course, this is going to be based on units 1, 2, and 3. We're just interested in the mechanics of the exercise per se or itself, right? So there are 6 questions in this part. For each question, listen to a short recording and answer the question, okay? Number 1, you will hear 2 friends talking about buying a new camera. You will hear 2 friends talking about buying a new camera. Where does the woman recommend buying one? Okay, it's important that you read instructions and understand instructions carefully. You have very little time to do so. Well, in the exam that you're going to take tomorrow, I suggest that you read the first 2 questions first and then play the recordings. Mañana, en la plataforma iSpring, y ustedes cuando inicien los audios, porque ustedes mismos son los que van a iniciar los audios, van a encontrar algo así como esto. Sí, le dan aquí play. ¿Ya?
I want to buy a...
¿Qué pasa con el examen? Y con todos los exámenes. Aquí, pues, digamos que este sitio en línea nos permite pausar, adelantar, ¿sí? Pero el examen no. Entonces, mañana primero lean las preguntas. Primero lean las preguntas, porque una vez ustedes den clic en play, el audio no se deja pausar y reproduce una vez hasta que termine y luego la segunda vez hasta que termine y ya se deshabilita. Entonces, mañana, ya que tienen la opción de leer las preguntas primero, lean muy bien las preguntas primero, ¿ok? Now, you will hear, again, 2 friends talking about buying a new camera. Where does where does the woman recommend buying one? ¿Qué es lo que nos están preguntando? ¿Dónde? ¿Quién? La mujer. ¿Recomienda comprar qué? La cámara, right? A website, from a mall, or from a local shop. Again, it is very likely that all of the options are mentioned. es muy probable que todas las opciones se mencionen en el audio. Por eso no vamos a escoger lo primero. Puede que sí, a veces lo primero que se mencione sea la respuesta correcta, pero ¿y si no? You see? So it's important to listen to everything till the end. So again, this is the link to the activity. Let's do it from my screen anyways.
I want to buy a new digital camera in the sales. I've been reading some online reviews and I'm still not sure which one to get.
That's the problem with buying one from the internet. You can't try something out before you buy it. Perhaps you should go to a store.
Yes, it'd be good to get advice from a real salesperson. It's a shame that the local shop has such a small range of cameras. There's the mall, I suppose.
Oh no, I wouldn't go there at this time of year. It'll be very crowded. The shop down the road is a lot better than it used to be now that they're new owners. You should give it a try.
Okay, I will. Thanks for your advice.
Listen again for the second time.
I want to buy a new digital camera in the sales. I've been reading some online reviews and I'm still not sure which one to get.
That's the problem with buying one from the internet. You can't try something out before you buy it. Perhaps you should go to a store.
Yes, it'd be good to get advice from a real salesperson. It's a shame that the local shop has such a small range of cameras. There's the mall, I suppose.
Oh no, I wouldn't go there at this time of year. It'll be very crowded. The shop down the road is a lot better than it used to be now that they're new owners. You should give it a try.
Okay, I will. Thanks for your advice.
So what's the correct answer? A, B, or C?
C.
C is the correct answer from a local shop. Let's go for the next one. You will hear two friends talking about a film they have just seen. Okay, a film, a movie. They agreed the film would be better if A, it had fewer special effects, B, it was shorter, C, the costumes were better. Let's see.
That film was pretty good, I thought. I really liked the special effects. They looked real.
I don't think so. Why wouldn't they film those mountain scenes on real mountains? That would look so much better than computer effects.
I think computer effects can look better than real life, personally. The film did go on for a long time, though, didn't it?
Far too long, in my opinion. I was ready to go after 2 hours, but the costumes were terrific.
They were. I don't really notice that sort of thing when I watch a movie. I normally just concentrate on the story, but I noticed them in this film. They were incredible. That film was pretty good, I thought. I really liked the special effects. They looked real.
I don't think so. Why wouldn't they film those mountain scenes on real mountains? That would look so much better than computer effects.
I think computer effects can look better than real life, personally. The film did go on for a long time, though, didn't it?
Far too long, in my opinion. I was ready to go after 2 hours, but the costumes were terrific.
They were. I don't really notice that sort of thing when I watch a movie. I normally just concentrate on the story, but I noticed them in this film. They were incredible.
So, did you get the answer?
B.
B, okay. So, first they disagree on the special effects, then about the time of the movie. And they were talking at the end of the recording, they were talking about the costumes, but this one is not really like the correct answer. So B is the correct one in this case. Good. And there are some other exercises there for you to practice. Now, maybe this one notes. This is another type of exercise that you will be asked to complete. You will be presented with a recording about a certain situation, again, based on units 1, 2, and 3. And you will have to complete some blanks or some information. Like in this case, for example, you will hear a radio announcer giving details about a local motor show. For each question, fill in the missing information in the spaces. Let me just zoom in a little bit for you. Write no more than 3 words and or a number. Write no more than 3 words and or a number. Okay, so yeah, you're going to be listening to the recording. This one is longer, 1 minute and 52 seconds. And so part of the information that you have to complete is date, location, displays. So what part of the displays? All cars and buses, cars of the famous people. Jack Tyler from the television show, top racing driver Michael Burman. For ladies, stalls selling gifts, jewelry and clothes competition, guess the number off in the car, price of family ticket, just a number. Okay, so let's see how it goes. The idea is to try to complete the information, the missing information based on the recording.
The Motor Show will be returning to Eastbrook this July, and if you thought last year's show was good, you're going to love the show this year. It's going to be bigger, there'll be more things to do, and there will also be several famous faces around the place. It'll be held on the 18th of July, and this year the Motor Show will not take place on the Park School field like last year, but will take place on the 3 Tree Showground. This will give a lot more space for car parking, which was a problem last year. There will be lots of great things to see and do. There'll be a display of old cars and buses from as early as the 1920s, all in beautiful condition. There will also be a display of cars of the future, cars powered by electricity or the sun, so you'll have the chance to see what we could all be driving in 50 years' time. You will also have the chance to see some great people from the motor industry. Jack Tyler, famous presenter of the television show Fast Driver, will be signing copies of his new book, Speed King. Top racing driver Michael Borman will also be attending and giving out signed photographs. If you're thinking that the Eastbrook Motor Show is just for men and has nothing for the ladies, think again. There'll be lots of stalls selling gifts, jewellery and clothes, and there's also the chance to win a beautiful sports car especially designed for female drivers. All you have to do is guess the number of bears in the car. I imagine that means toy bears, not real bears. So you can't miss that, can you? If you want to go to the Eastbrook Motor Show, tickets are £12 for adults and £6 for children, but you can get a family ticket for 2 adults and up to 3 children for £30. If you want to avoid queues on the day, you should buy your tickets in advance. You can get them from the Eastbrook Village shop or...
For example, I just stopped the recording because we are not interested in the final part of the recording. The last answer was here.
Buy your tickets in advance. You can get them from the Eastbrook... Avoid queues on the day, but you can get a family ticket for 2 adults and up to 3 children for £30.
The rest of the recording is not relevant because it's not part of the questions, you see? So in that moment, you can just disconnect from it, but I'll let you play till the end.
If you want to avoid queues on the day, you should buy your tickets in advance. You can get them from the Eastbrook Village shop or online on www.eastbrookmotorshow.co.uk. See you there. It's going to be a great day. The Motor Show will be returning to Eastbrook this July, and if you thought last year's show was good, you're going to love the show this year. It's going to be bigger, there'll be more things to do, and there will also be several famous faces around the place. It'll be held on the 18th of July, and this year the Motor Show will not take place on the Park School field like last year, but will take place on the 3 Tree Showground. This will give a lot more space for car parking, which was a problem last year. There will be lots of great things to see and do. There'll be a display of old cars and buses from as early as the 1920s, all in beautiful condition. There will also be a display of cars of the future, cars powered by electricity or the sun, so you'll have the chance to see what we could all be driving in 50 years' time. You will also have the chance to see some great people from the motor industry. Jack Tyler, famous presenter of the television show Fast Driver, will be signing copies of his new book, Speed King. Top racing driver Michael Borman will also be attending and giving out signed photographs. If you're thinking that the Eastbrook Motor Show is just for men and has nothing for the ladies, think again. There'll be lots of stalls selling gifts, jewellery and clothes, and there's also the chance to win a beautiful sports car especially designed for female drivers. All you have to do is guess the number of bears in the car. I imagine that means toy bears, not real bears. So you can't miss that, can you? If you want to go to the Eastbrook Motor Show, tickets are £12 for adults and £6 for children,
but you can get a family ticket for 2 adults and up to 3 children for £30. If you want to avoid queues on the day, you should buy your tickets in advance. You can get them from the Eastbrook Village shop or online on www.eastbrookmotorshow.co.uk. See you there. It's going to be a great day.
All right, let's check. So date.
18th of July.
18th of July or July 18th. Great. Don't worry. When we check the answers with these self-completing exercises, sometimes only one answer has been entered, but July 18th or the 18th of July, it's the correct answer. Location. Any ideas as to the location?
I hear 3 showground.
It was like 3 trees, something like that, or maybe first 3 and then 3. That was something 3-3. Okay, 3-3. Great. Cars of the
Future.
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 Jack Tyler from the television show.
Fast driver.
Fast Driver. It's the name of the television show. Competition gets the number of
Beers.
bears. Of bears. And price of family ticket is
30.
£30. Okay, great. So let's check the answers. All of them are correct, as you can see. This is another possibility in terms of listening comprehension that is going to be part of tomorrow's exam. Now, let's move into some practice regarding writing. Okay, this one deals with writing a paragraph. So I will use the hamburger paragraph example for you to write the test. Okay, so paragraph, hamburger paragraph, and it's not random. There is an explanation behind that. Okay, no es un ejercicio aleatorio. Hay ciencia detrás de esto para. Ok, de pronto porque yo lo tengo bajito para no afectar el tímpano de ninguno. Entonces normalmente tengo el audio como en 20, ¿sí? Que si lo pongo muy alto, de pronto ustedes también lo tienen al 100% y sí, puede haber una ruptura ahí de tímpano no intencionada. Entonces por eso siempre procuro tener el audio bajito. Igual ustedes mañana pueden configurar el volumen de los audios, okay? Great. So, yeah, I was telling you about the hamburger paragraph. Una hamburguesa no se arma como caiga, ¿sí? Los ingredientes llevan orden y hay una razón de fondo. Entonces, normalmente en una hamburguesa normal, sí, tenemos el pan superior, el pan inferior. Primero tenemos que poner, ¿cierto? La lechuga. ¿Por qué primero ponemos la lechuga? Porque funciona como una capa impermeabilizante, por así decirlo, que absorbe de cierta manera o que al menos impide que los jugos de la carne vayan a llegar directamente al pan y se dañe el pan. Nada más feo que comerse una hamburguesa desbaratada. Aunque a mí me gusta desbaratarla al final cuando queda un mordisco y comerme la carne al final, ¿sí? Pero desde la gastronomía, desde la cocina y desde cómo armar una hamburguesa, se debe armar de esa manera. En el mismo sentido, para poder armar un párrafo debemos iniciar por lo general con la idea principal, que es la topic sentence, después ideas secundarias. ¿Sí? En este ejemplo vamos a encontrar este orden, ¿cierto? Aquí como la banderilla con, ojalá sea tocineta, bacon, para mí es tocineta. Introduction, ¿cierto? Que será como el pan de encima, ¿cierto? Topic sentence, luego detail sentence 1, detail sentence 2, detail sentence 3, and final sentence. Entonces, normalmente un párrafo, ¿cómo está estructurado? Tenemos una idea principal, que es el topic sentence, e ideas secundarias. Normalmente 2, 3, máximo 5 ideas secundarias, ¿cierto? Y finalmente una idea de cierre. Los párrafos deben tener una estructura visual. En inglés son un poco más cortos, las ideas son un poco más cortas en inglés también. Entonces, my name is Omar, period. I am 29 years old, period. I am Colombian and I speak English, period. ¿Sí? Las ideas son más cortas en inglés. Entonces, una topic sentence, unas ideas de soporte claras que están separadas por puntos y son muy largas por puntos y comas. Si la idea es un poquito, pues digamos una lista, entonces comas, and so on and so forth, ¿sí? No puede haber un párrafo de 7 renglones y otro de 20 renglones y otro de 30 renglones y otro de 5 renglones, porque eso visualmente no está bien y no sigue la estructura de un texto tampoco. Sin embargo, ustedes solo van a tener que escribir párrafos cortos. That's why we're going to focus on this practice, okay? Now, this is quite easy, actually. All you have to do is to match the what? The ideas, okay? So what would be the title? Let's take a look at the ideas. Let's take a look at the title and let's take a look at the rest of the information. We already know that in this exercise, we have a title. If in the reading it says include a title, please include a title in the exam. Sorry, if in the exam it says include a title, include a title. Si en el examen dice incluye el título, incluyen el título. Si no dice incluye el título, pues no es necesario incluirlo. Okay. Introduction, topic sentence, detailed sentence 1, detailed sentence 2, detailed sentence 3, and final sentence. This is what we have. Rodri is my favorite person in the world. I love spending time with Rodri. He also likes playing video games like Mario Strikers. He enjoys going out and eat delicious food. My favorite person. He has big brown eyes and he is really tall. So, any ideas so as to which could be the title?
My favorite person.
Favorite person.
Okay, I agree with you. My favorite person is the title. So we're talking about a person, right? Not an animal, not a video, oh, come on, a person. So it's a good idea to start the introduction or the topic sentence by precisely
Rodri.
Rodri is my favorite person in the world.
Mentioning the name of the person. In this case, Rodri is my favorite person in the world. So Rodri is my favorite person in the world. You see, this is a short idea. Topic sentence. Okay. Rodri is my favorite person in the world. Period. We're talking about a favorite person, my favorite person. So it is a fantastic idea, almost like a compulsory one, to start by telling who my favorite person is. Rodri is my favorite person in the world. Period. Now we're going to see the detailed sentences. Maybe the reasons why Rodri is this person's favorite person, or maybe a short description about Rodri. Okay, so we have, I love spending time with Rodri. He also likes, notice that the linkers, he also likes playing video games like Mario Strikers. He has big brown eyes and he's really tall. He enjoys going out and eat delicious food. So what would be the detailed sentence number 1?
He has big brown eyes.
Like a short description, that is correct. He has big brown eyes and he's really tall, period. What's after that?
He enjoys.
He enjoys going out and eat delicious food. But, Professor, why is this one not the next one? ¿Por qué esta no puede ser la siguiente? Porque tiene also. Also es un conector del discurso que dice además, ¿sí? O sea, no podemos poner aquí además sin antes haber mencionado algo. So he enjoys going out and delicious food. Okay, entonces estamos hablando de las actividades que le gustan a Rodri. Aparte de estas, ¿le gustan cuáles? He also likes playing video games like Mario Strikers. And a closing sentence or a final sentence, which is, I love spending time with Rodri. For now, you will be asked to write these type of paragraphs, short paragraphs about something in particular. Yeah, it could be about comparatives or superlatives. It could be maybe an anecdote, something that happened to you in the past, or maybe answer the question, what did you do last weekend? Include the places you visited, the people you went with, or something like that. This is just an example, okay? So again, we have a title, we have an introduction or a topic sentence, 3 detailed sentences in this case, and a final sentence. You can see that they are all short. Let's check the answers. And as you can see, they are all correct, okay? Now, I want you to watch a video about how to write a paragraph, okay, with more tips. How to write a paragraph in English. And this one will do. And I think that will be the end of the class, okay? So this is the link to the video as usual. However, I will be playing it from my screen.
Hi everyone and welcome to my class. In this video, you will learn how to write a paragraph. Well, if you know how to write a sentence, then you will definitely write a paragraph because it's a group of sentences that are related to one main idea and are connected to each other. So, are you ready? Let's get started. A paragraph should have at least 5 sentences, 1 topic sentence, 3 supporting sentences, and 1 concluding sentence. The first step is to brainstorm your ideas in order to write a good paragraph. Write the general topic or the main idea. This is what your paragraph will be about. For example, friends, why people lie, celebrities, playing outside. Now use the main idea to create the topic sentence. The topic sentence typically identifies the main idea. It tells the reader what you will be discussing in the paragraph. Good friends are very important in our lives. People lie for several reasons. Being a celebrity can be difficult. Playing outside has many benefits. Now you have to write the supporting sentences. These are the sentences that give more information about the topic sentence. Every sentence should support the topic sentence. It should provide further details or ideas. And if any sentence cannot be related to the topic sentence, just exclude it. Playing outside has many benefits. Well, it gives you sun exposure. Active games get you moving and benefit your physical health. Playing or running around can help relieve build-up stress and frustration. A concluding sentence signals the end of a paragraph by restating the topic sentence and summarizing the main points. And remember, do not add any new details in the concluding sentence. And you can always end your paragraph with a personal connection like your opinion or feelings. This is my concluding sentence. Playing outdoors makes you happier. Or, anyone can benefit from outdoor activity. Well, now it is the second step. You have to write the first draft. Leave an indent. Indents are moving the first line of a paragraph to the right and creating a space. A paragraph typically starts with a topic sentence, and the rest of the paragraph provides details to support and develop the topic sentence. So you're going to write the supporting sentences. Link each sentence with transition words. Transition words form a bridge between the sentences. So I'm going to use here first, second, and lastly. You can use examples or facts to support your topic sentence. So you can use anything that is relevant. For example, playing outside gives you sun exposure, which is proven to cure seasonal depression. Playing active games, such as basketball. And now you can start your concluding sentence with words like finally, in conclusion, to summarize, in summary, as a result. The third step is to edit your paragraph. Look for any grammar mistakes, spelling mistakes. Make sure you capitalized all proper nouns and that you started your sentence with capital letters and ended them with the right punctuation marks. And the last step is to write your paragraph. And guess what? We did it! Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next videos.
All right, there you go. Now, to finish, there is something called cohesion and cohesive devices. It deals with linking words and phrases. There are a lot of them, and they are used for different purposes, okay? Let me just show you an example. Linking and transition, words and phrases. This, you will use them to connect your ideas, to separate your ideas, etc. in the paragraph, not only in terms of written language, but also in terms of the speaking. For example, for example, is a linking phrase that you use to give examples. For instance, for example, yeah, I was telling you, there is a series of cohesion linking devices that you can use in order to better organize your written ideas and your spoken ideas, period. For example, for adding extra information, you can use and, in addition, besides, also, plus, etc. On the other hand, which is another device, you can use, however, notwithstanding that, nonetheless, although, albeit, in spite of the fact, despite the fact, etc., to contradict ideas, okay, or to provide contrasting ideas, etc. Here is a link that you can read to, that is correct. Here is a link that you can use, conectores del discurso, that is correct, that you can use in order to read about them. So here is a list of common transitional words and the categories to which they belong. For addition, and, again, and then, besides, equally important, finally, further, furthermore, nor, to, next, etc. To compare, whereas, but, yet, on the other hand, however, nevertheless, etc. To prove, because, for, since, for the same reason, obviously, evidently, furthermore. To show exception, yet, still, however, nevertheless, in spite of, etc. To show time, immediately, thereafter, soon after, a few hours, finally. To repeat, in brief, as I have said, as I have noted, as has been noted. To emphasize, definitely, extremely, obviously. To show sequence, first, second, third, and so forth. Next, the following, following this, at this time, now, at this point. To give you an example, for instance, in this case, in another case, on this occasion, to summarize or conclude, in brief, on the whole, summing up, to conclude, in conclusion, as I have shown, and so on, okay? So there is a series of, again, transitional words, linking words, linking phrases, and transitional phrases, which you can use to connect your ideas in the paragraph and to, organize your ideas in a better fashion. So please read about these and find more information online. Remember, your exam will be held tomorrow. During the first 2 hours of classes, you will have listening, reading, and writing. Then during the second shift, that is to say from 8 to 10, we will have speaking, spoken interaction, which is individual, spoken interaction, which is group, and spoken production, which is individual, all right? So to finish, you still have like 2 hours, give or take a few, to send your first project advance to Professor's Laura email. We will be checking tomorrow, and you will receive further feedback in due time via email, okay? So, and Moodle will be available only until 10 p.m. tomorrow. Please continue working on the exercises. Remember the new evaluation system, 40% for quizzes, 10% for virtual, first project advance 20%, and the exam that you're going to submit tomorrow, it's 30% in total, 7.5% each skill. Julian, you have a question?
Yes. ¿Ya saben cuándo volvemos en enero, perdón?
No, we will send you an email, probably after the 16th, okay? I don't know, it could be the 16th or it could be the 23rd. Yeah, but not before the first 2 weeks. I think the 3rd or 4th week of January, you will receive an email in due time, okay? So please check your email. Pero no antes del 16, no. Okay, puede que sea la semana del 16, que es la tercera semana de enero, o en la cuarta semana de enero. Antes de eso, no. No worry, you will receive an email in due time. Natalia, do you have a question?
Profe, ¿tenemos alguna forma de revisar cómo vamos en las notas de los quizzes?
Recuerda que quizzes es una compilación de muchas actividades, ¿vale? Puede ser una actividad de quiz que hayan tenido per se, trabajo en clase. Yo principalmente evalúo como quizzes trabajo en clase, o sea, participación activa, uso del idioma inglés, las presentaciones que ustedes han hecho, de los deportes, de los países, todas las conversaciones, diálogos que hemos sostenido en las clases, ¿sí? Entonces, como somos 2 profesores por grupo, yo saco una nota de todas esas actividades, la profesora saca una nota de sus actividades y esas 2 se promedian, se suman, se dividen entre 2. Sin embargo, el sistema académico todavía está en construcción, pero ustedes van a tener la posibilidad de observar en el sistema todas las notas. Quizzes, virtual, primer avance de proyecto y las notas individuales para cada una de las 4 habilidades lingüísticas del examen. No te preocupes.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Para ello necesitan el código de estudiante. Creo que ya lo tienen, ¿cierto?
Yes.
Ok, perfecto. Pero pues nosotros les informamos. ¿Alguien más tenía pregunta? Igual las notas se ponen es solamente hasta el final, ¿no? Porque hoy todavía estamos evaluando quizzes. Virtual está hasta mañana. Primer avance de proyecto hasta esta noche. Mañana se estará revisando el primer avance del proyecto y el examen lo presentan apenas hasta mañana. O sea, entre miércoles, jueves y viernes ya ustedes podrán ver sus notas en el sistema, tanto las notas parciales, que son las individuales, como la nota definitiva. Recuerden que se pasa con 3.6 mínimo. Have you got any other questions? ¿Tienen más preguntas? No? Okay. So,
Teacher,
yes,
tengo
yes, it.
otra cuestión en Spanish. ¿Qué pasa que el que no apruebe el nivel? Hay una
Creería que no puede
posibilidad
continuar con el proceso.
automáticamente va saliendo.
Tengo que preguntar, no sé si existe la posibilidad de presentar un examen supletorio o algo, pero voy a preguntar.
Ok.
¿Listo?
Listo,
Y
teacher.
creo que es
Thank you.
conveniente enviar un correo electrónico también informando al respecto. Pero voy a preguntar, ¿ok?
Ok, teacher.
Good, sure thing. Mañana, porfa, en el transcurso del día van a recibir un correo electrónico con las indicaciones del examen, unas sugerencias, unas recomendaciones, unas indicaciones previas al examen. Y el enlace del examen se compartirá con ustedes en el momento de la clase, es decir, a las 6 de la tarde. Fundamental, un computador de escritorio o portátil, preferiblemente. Si no, pues entonces desde el dispositivo electrónico desde el cual ustedes estén tomando las clases. Conexión a internet también mañana para el examen. ¿Listo? Y bueno, dentro de las instrucciones, mañana también les informaremos si es necesario que enciendan la cámara para monitorear la presentación del examen, pero todo eso se informará a través de correo electrónico mañana. ¿Ok? ¿Alguien más tiene preguntas?
Qué pena. Si
Dime.
de pronto no tenemos cámara, tendríamos que hacer la prueba de pronto desde el celular o algo así. Por lo menos en mi caso yo tengo un computador de escritorio y no tengo cámara.
En el caso hipotético de que se les solicitara cámara, te puedes conectar desde el computador y desde el celular. Desde el celular, pues como estás haciendo, ¿no? Creo que tú estás haciendo así. O hay
Sí,
alguien, ok,
en algún punto dice, pero para el audio.
para el
No.
audio.
Profe, sí,
Si no
en
tienes
mi caso
cámara,
es
puedes
así.
hacer lo mismo.
Exacto, en mi caso es así. Yo me conecto desde mi laptop porque no sé, tengo un problema todavía con Zoom y no puedo hablar. Entonces, ¿qué hago? Me conecto desde mi celular para poder hablar y pues cuando se pasa algún link, yo me lo comparto y lo proyecto desde el computador para poder pues trabajar así porque no sé, no he podido arreglar lo del Zoom del audio. Solo me pasa con Zoom, con otras plataformas Meet, no me pasa eso. Entonces, pues en este caso me tocaría así.
Vale, listo, sí, no hay ningún inconveniente. Pero eso en el caso de que se les solicitara cámara, ¿no? Igual mañana se les envían las instrucciones. Si no, pues no hay ningún inconveniente. ¿Ok? Y con el audio también sé que en otros grupos también están haciendo así. Se conectan desde, por ejemplo, el computador, pero no tiene el audio o algún problema con la plataforma. Entonces, desde un segundo dispositivo de respaldo, se conectan también para el audio o para, sí, cualquier otro fin de interacción de las clases. Gracias, Andrés, ahí por el ejemplo. Good. ¿Alguna otra pregunta? No? Okay, great. So that'll be the end of today's lesson. I hope that you learned a lot. I hope that you like this class. Please continue practicing units 1, 2, and 3. And in case you have not submitted the service, please do it. Porfa, importante que sigan estudiando lo que puedan. Unidades 1, 2 y 3. Quienes de pronto no hayan hecho aún no hayan completado aún la encuesta, porfa, las dos, la de tipo académico y la de tipo administrativo, les agradecemos que las puedan completar. Ok, solo faltan unas poquitas personas, como 5 más o menos. So, that'll be all for today. I want to thank you so much for your attention. Sleep tight. Have a wonderful rest of the evening. We will keep in touch and we will talk again tomorrow for your final exam. Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye, teacher. Thank you.
My pleasure. Bye-bye.